Seventh Star is the 12th studio album by British band Black Sabbath, released in January 1986. The release came at a difficult time as the group had just finished a highly contentious tour, experiencing conflicts within the band. With guitarist and songwriter Tony Iommi being the sole original member left, musicians Geoff Nicholls, Eric Singer, and Dave Spitz contributed to the album, playing keyboards, drums, and bass, respectively. Glenn Hughes, ex-Deep Purple bassist and vocalist, was lead singer but did not play bass on this release. Musically, it features a blues-rock-influenced sound that moved from the group's traditional heavy metal to a more eclectic style. Additionally, it was the first Black Sabbath album to feature the band as a quintet, as keyboardist Geoff Nichols was confirmed as an official band member the year prior. The album was the group's first release without bassist Geezer Butler, who left the band in 1984 after the aforementioned Born Again tour. It was originally written, recorded, and intended to be the first solo album by Iommi, as shown by the musical experimentation. However, due to pressures by Warner Bros. Records and the prompting of band manager Don Arden, the record was billed as Black Sabbath featuring Tony Iommi. Later releases label the album as simply by Black Sabbath. Despite the issues behind the release's production, it earned major commercial success, reaching number 78 on the Billboard 200 chart. Album information: as was the case with its predecessor, Born Again, this album was not originally intended to be a Black Sabbath record. It was last-minute pressure from Warner Bros. To stamp the Black Sabbath name onto it due to the belief that it was more likely to sell records with the already famous name. Because of this, its sound is a drastic departure from the trademark Sabbath sound. Many of the songs have a very hard rock sound, while some contain a bluesy feel. Seventh Star was the first album to feature longtime keyboardist Geoff Nichols as an official band member. The promo single and video version of No Stranger to Love had additional harmony vocals added by Hughes to make it more radio-friendly. Actress Denise Crosby, who would later portray Tasha Yar in Star Trek: The Next Generation, was featured in the video. There was a tour for the album, but Hughes only performed at the first few shows. Hughes was fired 5 dates into the tour, and replaced by Ray Gillen, who completed both the North American and European legs of the tour, though several dates in the US were cancelled. WASP and Anthrax were the supporting acts on their North American tour. Glenn Hughes has performed No Stranger to Love, Seventh Star, and Heart Like a Wheel at some of his live concerts. "I really like Seventh Star," Tony Martin told Sabbath fanzine Southern Cross, "mainly because I admire Glenn Hughes' voice." Seventh Star was re-released in Europe on November 1, 2010, in a special edition 2-disc set. Disc 2 includes a concert recorded in 1986, with Ray Gillen performing vocals for the band. In addition, the single version of No Stranger to Love was included as a bonus track on Disc 1. Reviews and reception: as stated before, the album peaked at number 78 on the Billboard 200 chart. Some retrospective critical assessments of the album have been negative. For example, the new Rolling Stone album guide rated the release using 2 out of 5 stars. However, critic Eduardo Rivadavia of AllMusic has given Seventh Star a mixed to positive review, praising what he saw as the fiery tunefulness that makes aggressive hard rockers like In for the Kill, Turn to Stone, and Danger Zone uncommonly catchy. However, he argued that the songwriting and vocal work fell flat on songs such as the album's title track. He stated generally that he found the release an often misunderstood and underrated album. Track listings: music by Tony Iommi. Lyrics by Tony Iommi, Glenn Hughes, Geoff Nichols and Jeff Glixman. Side 1, In for the Kill Euro 348, No Stranger to Love Euro 428, Turn to Stone Euro 328, Sphinx Euro 112, Seventh Star Euro 520, Side 2, Danger Zone Euro 423, Heart Like a Wheel Euro 635, Angry Heart Euro 306, In Memory Euro 235, 2010 Deluxe Edition Disc 1 bonus track, No Stranger to Love. 2010 Deluxe Edition Disc 2 recorded at Hammersmith Odeon in London, on June 2, 1986, featuring Ray Gillan performing vocals, The Mob Rules, Danger Zone, War Pigs, Seventh Star, Die Young, Black Sabbath, Anibe, Neon Lights, Paranoid. Personnel: Black Sabbath, Tony Iommi Euro guitar, Geoff Nichols Euro keyboards, Glenn Hughes Euro vocals, Dave Spitz Euro bass guitar, Eric Singer Euro drums. Additional: Gordon Copley Euro bass guitar, Ray Gillan Euro vocals. Release history. Chart performance. See also. References. External links: Seventh Star entry at black-sabbath.com, 20th anniversary article about the album.